What is up, guys? This is the Wrong Guy, and welcome back to another Pokemon battle. I know we haven't been doing them a whole lot lately, but today, as most people do now on their days off, scrolling through the TikToks and saw someone was on live and saw they were having a Pokemon battle, or a series of Pokemon battles, so I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and ask them if they want a battle. So we reached out to Mr. chadweezey95, and he agreed to have some Pokemon battles, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So I failed to hit the record button, shows how rusty I am. So he has the Volcarona out. I have Ed the Gastrodon out. Now I know Volcaronas usually tend to run the Giga Drain, so I'm sitting here thinking, do I really want to take on the Volcarona? Probably not, because again, it's Volcarona. Really debating on going to Hidden Power Grass, or not Hidden Power Grass, into Terrestrializing into Grass, to, you know, take the Giga Drain, but then Bug Buzz is a thing, and then of course Fiery Dance and whatnot, so I'm like, I don't really know what to do. So I go into Lysmith, because I'm like, well, Lysmith is pretty especially bulky. We could probably tank at least one and get a screen up or something. So it sends out Lysmith, we get him out there, and he goes ahead and he sets up his Terrestrialization. So I'm like, alright, first turn Terrestrialize, that's interesting. I know how dangerous Volcarona can be, so I'm really not... I want to get this thing out or cripple it as quickly as I possibly can, because screens are going to be great. There's the Quiver Dance. Now the Quiver Dance does scare me just because it does give him his special attack, special defense, and speed boost, which isn't great for us, but I do have Parting Shot. So with Parting Shot, I am able to go ahead and just bounce out, like, U-turn, but better, priority. Well, Prankster makes it priority. And then the Parting Shot lowers his attack, lowers his special defense, and that's great for us. So we go ahead and we bounce it back, because I'm thinking, well, the Bug Buzz is probably coming because it's Stab and whatnot. So we're trying to figure out who I really want to send out to take the Bug Buzz. Don't want to send Mob, don't want to send Goldango, just because those are my two special attackers, but also they have a weakness to this Volcarona, which is bad, so we send out Frickin' Frack. Because Frickin' Frack, yeah, they got a little bit of speed. They tank the Fire Blast, so I'm actually really surprised about that one. Go for the Population Bomb. I didn't think I was going to out with speed, and of course I'm not. So here comes the Terra boosted Bug Buzz, which is going to be way more than enough to take out our Frickin' Frack, which, you know, it's sad. So we're down. We're down 5-6. So I'm sitting there thinking, you know, there's not much of this Volcarona is going to be able to do to Bahamut. So we go ahead and we throw Bahamut out there. Free Dragon Dance, right? That's how it's picturing in my mind. Free Dragon Dance, he can't really do anything because he doesn't get the Spore moves or the Powder moves. And if he does, would anyone really run them on a Volcarona? So he switches. Alright, so he switches out. Who's he going to switch out into? Switches down to Blastoise. And now here's where I'm thinking, great. Because if he has Ice Beam on this, I have the Yachi Berry plus Multiscale, so that means I'll get my other boost, my Weakness Policy boost. So I'm sitting here thinking, you know, I'm not going to Terra just yet, because if he does it the Ice Beam or if he does it the Dragon Pulse, fantastic, give me my boosts, and then we'll just sweep. So that's where my mind is going. Go for the Earthquake just because I do have +1. Obviously I'm going to be faster, does a really, really good chunk of damage, and then he shows the Shell Smash. So now I'm sitting here thinking, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to outspeed anymore because he's at what, +2, +3 for speed, and I'm still only at +1. And depending on how he's set up, I don't know. I don't know if he's timid or whatnot. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, I could chance it. Like maybe the Multiscale, Yachi Berry, everything could handle it, but I decided to, you know, go with my gut, go with the Terrestrialize right into the extreme speed, because we saw how much damage that Earthquake did. That Earthquake did a lot of damage, so why not? Why not go for the E-Speed, because E-Speed is what, base 80 plus the Terra, so it's boost, you know, it does damage. Trying to figure out like I said, I haven't actually battled, well, I can't say that because I battled my coworker the other. Ooh, Sun's calling. Sorry about that. Sun called me, not that you guys could see the difference. Sun called me, so I had to go out there. So he sends out the Galvantula. Now I'm predicting the T-Wave, because why else would you send a Galvantula out against Bahamut? So I'm predicting the T-Wave just to try to cripple his speed. Because I don't know if a +1 Earthquake is going to be able to take out the Galvantula just because it has that bug typing. So I really wasn't sure. Plus I know some people like to run on bulky just because they like to make it a utility bug, which, you know, makes sense. So we send out Mob. Mob comes out. He shows the sticky web. Alright, I wasn't predicting that. I was predicting the T-Wave. But the sticky web, nonetheless, gets bounced back, and so that there will help us out greatly. So now everyone that he throws out there will have that negative speed. Now, I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here, just because I figured that if he is a utility bug, I could probably survive his Bug Buzz, and then go with it from there. He brings out the Gliscor, and I'm thinking, okay, it's a Gliscor. And for whatever reason, like, I still to this day, I don't know why, I always think Gliscor is a poison type because of the poison heal, but, you know, it's not. It's that ground flying that I can never seem to remember his typing for. So I see the Toxicor, I'm like, sweet, I can go for the Psyshock. I saw the Psyshock wasn't super effective, I was like, wait, why? And, you know, I don't know, it was the thing. I had that mental brain lapse where I thought that Gliscor was a poison type because he's a scorpion, and, you know, most people think that he's a poison type. So I see the Psyshock does a good chunk of damage, takes him just down below half, so I'm thinking, another one should be able to do it, right? Right? Another Psyshock at +1, we should be able to take him out. So we go for it. Go for the Psyshock, smack him in the face, down goes the Gliscor. I don't know why he tried to set up. I mean, that just confuses me, because at least for me, for Gliscors, they're almost always utility. You know, set stuff up, a setter upper, and then, you know, U-turn and something else. So, I don't know. So he brings out this Basculegion. So this is the first time I'm ever actually going up against this thing. And it's shiny, so that's sweet. So, but I do know that they do carry Last Respects. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, I hit him with a Shadow Ball, which I do, or I can die to Last Respects. So we hit him with the Shadow Ball, more than enough to take out this big fish, more than enough to take that big fish straight down, which is fantastic. Because if that thing started rolling, like, I'm guessing that thing wasn't scarfed. Normally I think they're scarfed, just to get that little bit of extra speed. Just that way they can get those Last Respects off, kind of like the undead dog. I can't remember his name. In comes the Volcarona. Hit him with a Psyshock, just because I know obviously I'm going to be faster because he has the -1, so down goes the Volcarona. I'm guessing there's no bulk at all invested in that Volcarona. I mean, there just can't be for it to go down that quick. But, you know, it is what it is. So, his next Mon, sorry, I pre-recorded this battle so that way I can record it later, because I don't do live battle recording very well. In comes the Breloom, so I'm sitting here thinking, alright, that's fine, he can Mach Punch. Gonna take him out with my Psyshock, and then he'll have one Mon left. So, go for the Psyshock, because, I mean, obviously the Mach Punch isn't gonna KO us, and he quits. So that was a good game, Chad Wheezy. So if you want to run it back, just go ahead and let me know, and we can run it back. If not, cool, it was nice meeting you. You have yourself a great rest of your day, and have a Happy New Year.